Let's find out what happens here during the streamer showdown. Lifecoach versus Swim, the Waterman versus the Fountain of Life. Let's see what's going on.
Now, you may be wondering why we took such a long break, and that is because I'm fat and I needed to eat, so I halted production completely.
Yeah,
until they gave me food.
Most of the time in Twitch, they say, please start the games as if we have some kind of way to control it. This time we did.
Yeah, we actually did.
This fucking worthless bastard wanted to go eat a few dumplings before we could get to this very hype match.
Delicious dumpling. I actually have great Chinese food here in Kiev.
Dude, they don't play around with the Chinese food in Kiev. I don't know what it is. You wouldn't think that it would be that good, but ooh, it is lit. Almost as nice as their local cuisine, such as the Kiev cake.
Kiev cake and Kiev chicken. Everything's named after Kiev.
I think they just put Kiev on the top. Now, my biggest question is, any chance that it's actually Lifecoach playing? The camera is not on, and they shut it off real quick.
There's been some debates about this in the past, but we're just going to assume that it is actually, in fact, Lifecoach. He was there previously. We're just going to assume his connection is not perfectly amazing, considering he's in some... somewhere in Thailand right now.
I used to do criminal analysis of facial structures, and fun fact, Lifecoach and Lifecoach both have the same face, and I wanted to ask, is there any chance that they're the same human being?
What does that mean, they have the same face?
They have the same face, the same bone cheek, the same density of chin. They could very well be the same human being.
They're just using some facial animation software to trick people?
Yes.
They just puts on a wig?
Imagine if you could enter a tournament twice. Once as you and once as your female counterpart.
Wow, that is some next level stuff.
Think about it.
All right, let's get into the game finally.
Okay.
It is now turn 2, in
Woo!
fact.
Look at that multicast, baby. Double multicasting on that foresight. I like that. Look at how many cards we have for Lifecoach. He's got a whole deck of cards to be used anytime.
Boy, what did you just eat?
What
you were very energetic today.
I had a lot of dumplings. I ate like 7 of them. Anyway, 4 mana, a lot of choices for both of our players here today. Foresights, Dimensional Portals, Scepters. Look,
your favorite, your on-curve Aghanim Sanctum. It seems like the thing that tilts you the most in these games.
What are you talking
when they don't play it on 4.
Oh, please, yes. You have to. If you get the Dimensional Portal and the Aggies in the same lane, so nice. The real dream is drawing 2 Dimensional Portals and having an Aggies and then putting that in a different lane and drawing 8.
Yes. That is quite amazing. Stop looking at my face. So Dimensional Portal was held mostly, I would assume, for this lane just because of the multicast possibility. For Swim, looks like the Stonehall Elite will come down and trade over 2 turns. Of course, the Ignite will just get the kill coming up. So
that is nice.
That's interesting.
What's that called? The upkeep?
The upkeep kill, yes.
Wow.
Not sure I understand this play, actually, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, wants to block a little bit of damage. Maybe didn't notice that. Mistakes can happen.
Yes, the last game definitely proved to be the case. I was so worried we were making a huge mistake. I went back and watched because there's a delay. I'm like, yeah, that's 100% a kill. I'm confused.
A lot of pro players are very much do something until you can 100% ensure that your opponent can't do anything. Even if he has 0 mana, even if you can tell that he has no items, he could have something.
Yeah, sure.
Willpower.
Sure.
Okay.
Prey on the Weak being held for now. And we're going to do the shopping phase. So, like the panel was talking about, Swim is playing this mono blue, and then Lifecoach playing the control red-blue, which has found some success. It's a bit slow, of course, both of these decks to some degree, especially the mono blue, which just has to get to the mana like 15 before the game ends, it seems. And God knows that Swim's going to rope. I mean, these are the 2 quote-unquote ropers. I don't feel like Lifecoach really ropes that much in Artifact. Yeah. At least I haven't noticed as much as in Hearthstone.
He certainly used to. He used to super rope, but he's starting to quick up here, whereas Swim literally builds a strategy around roping. So really a long haul one on this one. Go make your guys some popcorn. We'll see in about 50 minutes when this game is getting anywhere near being completed.
Well, Arrow there producing a little bit more damage towards the Bristleback. Lifecoach, a ton of red cards. Does have At Any Cost and Foresight. At Any Cost kills literally everything in this lane. Is it worth? I mean, you are going against an Aghanim Sanctum.
I mean, yeah.
Do you do it?
I think so. Why not? You
I mean,
knock these guys out.
You can also just go Stonehold Cloak into at any cost and you live.
Oh, but at the same vein, we got to add any cost for Swim as well. Swim's going to go ahead and play that out there, which even with the Stonehold Cloak, I believe that will kill RobAJG now, limiting his options. But at this point, 3 heroes for 2? Why not? They're dead anyway. Knock them out.
Yeah. He's going to put the Stonehold Cloak onto Bristleback, so he will be left with 2 HP if he ends up at any costing, which I think that indicates he will do, and that is exactly the case. So it's a 1 for 3.
Nice.
An amazing trade for Lifecoach.
Yeah, you got to be happy about that. 17
And he
gold.
can still Bronze Legionnaire.
That's freaking
This is
sweet.
3 mana.
3 mana.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, I can definitely believe it. I can see it in literally every blue deck. If you're running blue without some way to clear the board like that, you are not running blue for long because
So
you're losing.
Stonehold Elite did die to the upkeep. You can place another one now, though, which, without anything being played, would produce a kill onto RobAJG, seeing that no items are in tow here. Mm-hmm. And at any cost doesn't really do that much. It does kill LC, but Lycan. Axe does feel perfectly fine about it, but it's going to be a prey on the weak instead.
As the experts call him, a red Lycan would be able to survive. Can still Stonehold Elite, which is great with the dogs, but he's actually going to take out RobAJG and die again to the uphill keep in the same manner as last time.
He's going to gain 2 HP, buddy.
No, he won't.
Look at this. That's 2 HP.
Oh, yeah.
He perpetually grows. Remember, when you eat those Egg McMuffins, you get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Well, Zeus now, what choice does he have exactly for Swim? Cunning Plan can produce an extra card draw, which, I mean, the fact that he has 4 heroes dead is really bad for the next round, obviously, but the deployment stage for the following one is going to be pretty important.
It's going to be great, in fact. I mean, that's level 7, and these towers aren't at too much of a risk yet, so we can see some nice plays coming out with the kind of spread there, making sure that they get to do something before they die.
That is a lot of red cards still.
That is a lot. He's swimming in red, baby.
That is kind of unfortunate. He doesn't really have anything that's going to help him take these towers yet. I mean, 6 mana Berserker's Call is pretty much useless. Duel on creeps for the next round, don't think so. He's going to have to find something to really help. I mean, it's not often you're going to be in this position where you've killed 4 of the enemy heroes in 1 round this early. He has a lot of gold to work with.
Well, I guess that's a big difference between having red and having mono blue. Those red heroes know how to kill others, my friend.
That's
and they're just knocked out.
Imagine if Routed is drawn here. He's definitely running Routed, right?
He's got 1.
1 Routed. I will be so hyped. Swim will literally concede if Routed is drawn for Lifecoach. Are we going to see it? Richard? Garfield? No.
But smash.
Smash, okay.
Very nice.
Smash into Routed.
Oh,
Could it be? Aghanim Sanctum is available for the picking.
You got to smash that Aggie. Right now. Get that shit out of there.
Richard Garfield.
Richard?
Bestow upon us a Routed.
We pray to you, Richard. We pray to your dead games of... No, I was talking about Magic. Not this one. Don't take it out. Let me finish.
Routed.
No!
It's okay. Still could be Routed. Oh.
Why would he route that, SUNSfan?
You mean smash that?
Why would he smash that? Why?
Well, the Bronze Legionnaire lives. That's one thing.
Oh, great. Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, it is a little odd. I mean, it's on purpose, so it's something we don't quite understand.
It was on purpose.
Yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes.
Apparently.
This is the 2nd time in a row today that we have seen somebody with Smash that won't smash one of potentially the greatest improvements in the game.
The greatest of all time. This is most likely a Berserker's Call. Look at the damage coming in. This is going to be 12 plus 8.
Ooh.
This is a Jack-in-the-Box man right now.
Oh, we already going to Jack-in-the-Box?
Yeah, it's coming, man.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
It's looking real good. The problem is that LC does die to upkeep unless you apply this. So we will likely see it.
That doesn't seem like much of a problem at all.
It's a real problem, but this does fix it, in case you're wondering.
Now, that's a problem. He will have to play that item.
I mean, one issue, though, is the fact that a lot of damage is still being done to the tower despite having no heroes for Swim. So he's definitely happy about that.
This is such an easy decision. Okay.
See? Nothing is easy in life.
I guess not.
Do you not call?
I think you call. I mean that's a lot of damage.
That's 12. That's 20 damage to the tower you could do this turn.
That's significant.
And I mean, I know Berserker's calls are important, but the fact that you have another one in hand is also, you know, got to be in consideration.
Thank you, Lord.
So LC dies to upkeep unless you blink out now. I'm not sure what I don't understand this exactly.
Maybe that's the plan. Is that you blink out with the LC? Okay. Just gonna let her die. He wants her. He wants her out of there, SunsFan.
All right. I mean, it's the ghetto TP of sorts. I mean, you have 4 heroes coming back. This is actually a very interesting play, and I do believe that this is what's happening right now.
Okay, talk to me.
You have 4 blue heroes coming back at 7 mana. Annihilation is what you're scared of.
Yeah.
If you have a hero dead already, you're gonna get annihilated this round in some lane, right?
Okay.
Means you're gonna have somebody respawning the following turn.
Sure.
Which means you can redeploy.
That's the play.
I think that's actually what's happening.
But won't the LC just die in the same time as the axe?
Yes.
So what are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm trying my best here.
I just ask you to just try to be an analyst.
I'm trying my best here.
What are you talking about? They both die. God, I hate you.
I'm trying my best.
You're
guys.
doing really great. All right. You really participation award.
We're gonna have a split here. A 1-2-1 for Swim. Annihilation is not even in the hand, is it? I don't even know what's in here. This is a little funky here. We're gonna have to wait for the round to begin. 3 heroes potentially mid. No. Okay. What he really wants is more. He has 1 annihilation. This is Aghanim Sanctum, though. In case
that's SunsFan. Are you all right?
I can't scroll. There we go.
What was in those dumplings? I think it might have been drugged.
Great question. Oh, Annihilation for Lifecoach. Now the 1 blue card he can use.
All right. So we do have Annihilation at the ready. Probably don't want to be using in this lane. Aghanim Sanctum ready to completely wipe out everything that he could possibly care about. But hey, we did get rid of that Ignite, though. So everyone does have 1 more HP in this lane. That little soldier right there is alive because of that decision.
Mystic Flare would kill both heroes if Ogre had 6 HP.
Oh, my God.
Ignite. Thinking ahead.
This guy is a genius.
Absolutely. So the Revtel's Signet Ring means that Berserker's Call would not be enough to kill our Luna. Mm-hmm. But a Viscous Nasal Glue into Duel would be enough. And the fact that he's holding on to 3 right now is pretty scary for Swim.
That's a lot of duels. He has no idea that these duels are coming in. As we've said many times before, Duel, one of the most versatile cards in the game. Great in all phases. So no problem holding on to that at all.
I think this is a Mystic Flare incoming.
I think this is a...
how many Eclipse Charges, actually? 5. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. That's 1 short.
1 off.
You know, that guy's a genius. If he did not get rid of that single damage, this lane could be cleared right now.
That's right.
Of course, he always could just refresh and kill him, but no problem.
That's true. He could still do that. The problem for Swim, though, only 1 Annihilation. Okay, so in his ridiculous amount of cards, he did have enemy cost, which, as usual, we missed.
I mean, I don't think that we missed it too much. Hey, now he dies instead of being able to take out people and keep his creep alive and himself. So he's making kind of a sacrificial play. And
he can refresh, though.
He can, but he's got Town Portal Scroll. So he can get out of there. He can heal himself up with a ring. Swim always counts that money. He knows he had an item, so I don't think that was really the right play there. But he still can, kill him if he wants to.
Foresight going to draw a couple more cards, so now has 2 Eclipses to work with, 2 Mystic Flares, still only 1 Annihilation, though, which is kind of the big one that we're looking for, especially with how wide that 3rd lane is. Arcane Assault can steal back initiative for Swim, and the fact that Fight Through the Pain is available is enormous, by the way. If you save Arcane Assault for this lane, then yeah, you can just steal this back. But what can you do in this last lane? All right, Mystic Flare. So I think this Fight Through the Pain is not going to be a big deal this turn, just because there's no way to actually kill Ogre in the last lane. But I do think that this card is going to be huge this game in general. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, 8 damage. Berserker's Call is obviously not enough to kill Dekana, but would take out Skywrath Mage and, buff up our guy here.
Yep. He could use another buff. That buff up would actually put us at 10 damage.
Here we go.
So that's going to be nice. She has to use something to block here, which is kind of really good because you want to be able to keep her wasting resources in this lane. Eclipse, however.
One short. One charge short.
You are worthy of this
But
power.
Mystic Flare, you can take out actually nothing.
That's right.
Leave this with 1 HP. This will die to upkeep, though, if you Mystic Flare.
Man.
I'm not sure if that's the right choice, though.
Now I think you lose your Ancient if you do that one. So,
Yeah,
I mean, your
that's true.
tower. So, I think you got an Eclipse here. And
Yeah.
at least try to kill off that unit, save 10 HP.
I mean, chances are you're going to kill this.
Yeah. Chances.
If you kill Axe, though, it's really bad.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Didn't even risk it. That's
All right.
nice.
So there you go. Simple as that. Swim, roping as usual, 3 seconds to spare. Lifecoach with a plethora of time for him. This is like an eternity, in fact.
Wow.
Not used to seeing the clock that high.
Might be some kind of glitch because we've definitely gone past the 5 seconds in addition to that 0. So he's got more time. Don't worry. Something's definitely happening over there.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really show the 5 seconds per se. I'm sure it shows on screen for Swim, but we won't be able to see it.
Yep.
If we see a black screen come up, it means he loses. So
That is true. Thank you, Sunsfan.
now, one thing to keep note of, a little information that I do know about Swim.
What's
he
that?
actually bound the space bar, which is typically the skip turn or hit the token.
Yep.
He bound it to mouse wheel.
That's
so
right.
he actually gets it off every single time. He doesn't rope out. He's the master.
Hope they ban him. That sounds like cheating to me.
This is an annihilation for Swim, that is.
For Ogre, Majid.
Maybe not now. Let's see. Do you annihilate against creeps? I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
No way.
8 damage is it's pretty significant when you only have 20, but you know that nothing else is going to be happening here. And with that TP out, you stay, you play.
Yep. All right. I mean, that's threatening lethal over 2 turns without anything being done from Swim. So that's something he has to take note of course. Now you got one hero who just TP'd out available to actually be deployed for Lifecoach. I really still want to see routed, please. I am begging you. For all that is holy.
We do have
These
a nice
towers
route.
are so low, by the way. All 3.
This is pretty crazy aggression here coming out from Lifecoach with this red. I mean, we were saying the drawing so many red cards was kind of rough, but I mean, they're just doing damage in every single lane. This is nuts. Swim has so much that he has to defend here, and I don't know if it's really possible at this point. However, very high mana, Sunsfan. We've got Refreshy on the deck here, so looking okay.
Yep, you got Thunder God's Wrath, which kills Axe straight up, which takes out every... I mean, look at these. He has nothing blue to play all game. Are there even blue cards in his deck? Like, seriously.
I think he has all that he wants, though. He's got Annihilation, which is the hypest blue card you could get. I mean, it's really all you really need. So, get out of jail free card has been drawn, and besides that, what else could a man ask for?
Well, Ignite.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Ignite would be nice. Ignite is drawn and played from Swim, though.
Wow. If he does have Prey on the weak, he could cast that in that last lane with all those creeps, using that to his advantage. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. And I think we will see exactly that, my friend. Draws another one, in fact.
Kills the Luna, surprisingly.
Yeah, Luna dies.
I'm Stone. Oh, nice upkeep kill there. See?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that Ignite was here all along. Absolutely. Into the Mystic Flare. We're going to see a top-down view from above.
Woo!
That is a dead Kana. So this is a dead tower as a result.
Has he put on the glass here, or he put it on Ogre Magic?
The glass.
Yeah,
I wish I wore
hourglass.
glasses and not just an hourglass.
Okay.
The glasses of Clazarine. And then it changes the portrait, and they just have these really dorky glasses on. I like that idea.
Time glasses, in fact.
So despite the really good start from Lifecoach, obviously struggling a little bit to actually finish these towers. And I do believe that we will see Bray on the week. Yeah.
You could put 2 of them on this one and do some massive damage.
You could.
No,
You could.
But will you?
You should.
There's number 1. It's going to be blocking for the most part.
Yeah, but all of those crepes will be dead next time. He could play it again. I would do it.
There we go. It's
Yeah,
super wide.
boy.
Super wide.
Ain't nobody touching Ogre Magi unless...
That's 23 damage to the tower.
Woo!
And this game has taken quite a bit of a swing. Now, 3 heroes coming in for Lifecoach. Of course, he does have Time of Triumph. Annihilation, he knows, has not even been played yet from Swim.
That's
The fact
rough.
that he TP'd out might even hurt him a little bit. right? Because it sets up a prey on the weak. It means that he still has that annihilation for later.
Although, if that hero was still there, that'd be 2 more dogs.
Well, he would have annihilated, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget?
All right, so we're heading up here. We finally get these heroes back. Time of Triumph is in play. Surprised he's not putting the Bristleback maybe in the first lane since he has that Blink Dagger, but maybe he has another Blink Dagger over here. Let's check it out. Yeah, he's got plenty. So can play one of those, although it never feels good to play a Time of Triumph on just one hero. He doesn't have a choice, though. He's got to kind of spread out here.
He does have to spread out because you have Eclipse, you have Annihilation, you have so many things you have to worry about. Perhaps he goes into that second lane because he has more HP than LC, and you're worried about this double Thunder God's Wrath, which you can see it does not exist right now.
Could do 2 duels. We still have 3 duels available, so that's a lot of options.
You see a bunch of items in tow, though, for Swim.
Yep.
Although none of them actually help other than TP.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. There could easily be a Fountain Flask in there, so kind of scary.
Routed on 1. It's time. It is time. I mean, you can annihilate in this last lane with Ogre all the way on this left. Jesus, this is crazy. You got to keep initiative. Of course, we talked about Fight Through the Pain exists for that exact reason.
Yeah, and he does have enough mana to play a Time of Triumph and a Fight Through the Pain, which will be very nice for that last lane.
Yep.
So, gonna spring the trap, if you will.
Actually, this is a big deal because Swim does not have Arcane Assault, so cannot steal initiative back at any point. So we'll see if Lifecoach kind of plays with him a bit.
Does he only have 1 Arcane Assault? Is that the one that... this one? No, he has 3. Okay.
3 Arcane Assaults.
Somebody was only carrying 1. I don't know who that guy was.
You're talking about this deck.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Oh, you're talking about Swims, yeah.
Yeah.
He has 3. Yeah, I forget who it was that only had 1. But the only initiative card for Lifecoach is the Fight Through the Pain.
Sure.
And one big thing here is Diabolical Revelation. As great as it is at drawing cards, you can't play it because of these dogs.
Holy jeez.
These dogs will die.
That would be a mistake. But don't really have too much of a choice here, except for I would think to play... Oh, wow.
Gonna go for the longer play. I mean, Time of Triumph on 1, like you said, does feel terrible. He would do 4 damage to the tower thanks to Siege.
I mean, 4 damage on a 10 HP tower, that's pretty significant, buddy.
I understand.
It's pretty good, buddy.
I understand.
Do you really understand?
I do. Fight Through the Pain to follow, and he's hoping to God that Arcane Assault is not in the hand of Swim, and Lifecoach will be rewarded for this play. But this means that Swim might as well be casting some stuff if any of them actually help. We talked about Diabolic not actually helping. He's just going to hold on to everything.
Sure. Interesting.
All right, let's take a look at Ogre. He's about to cast something all the way over here. Annihilation. Oh, baby.
Shakalaka.
All right, so a routed can come out next turn. It'll work on 2 here. It's not like the dream routed, but at this stage of the game, I think you got to take it if you have nothing else to play. But
I mean, is
you
it that
kind of do
good?
have a lot to play.
Is it that good? When you got 2 Time of Triumphs, do you want to waste your time with a routed at this point?
That's true. It might not be worth it.
No.
Look at this blink there. You see this? The item was just sitting down there.
What?
You missed it. You missed it.
No.
Great feature.
I don't see bugs. They don't exist.
I don't think it's a bug. That looked intended to me. So spreading out, of course, as we talked about before, very scared of Annihilation. How many Fight Through the Pains does he have in this deck? That was the only one, so no way to retake it from here on out for Lifecoach.
Wow.
Which is scary, and he's the one starting to time out a bit now.
But look at these tower HP, SUNSfan. 10, 10, 12.
Yeah.
It is, he knows exactly what he has to do. He has to make sure that 3rd lane does not go down for Lifecoach. It's really the only way that Swim's going to kill anything anytime soon.
We have Bolt, huh?
Do
is
have
the game
Bolt?
just over? No.
No, 30.
30 HP. The last lane it would be over if he's able to get...
well, he's got 2 duels. So
he might just pass here.
I think you want to pass here.
Yeah, I think you want to just chillax. Of course, that leaves it open for Time of Triumph to actually finish this.
You do have the Agnum Sanctum in this, so you could think that Swim might be a little risky. Wow. Goo.
Goo to start out.
Is it that good? Instead of Time of Triumphing and taking a tower.
Well, you take the tower with Berserker's Call.
Sure.
Because this is going to be doing 8 damage plus the Retaliate, which will do 4. So that's 12 exactly.
Okay.
So it forces Swim to actually do something. Question is, where does he feel more comfortable trying to hold? Is it 1st or 2nd lane? Because he wants to bolt here. This is Swim's win condition this turn. He's going to Annihilate to stall out even more.
Very
now
nice
Swim
play.
absolutely has to have initiative for this last lane. If he gets it, he wins.
That's right. But he
And
has
this
no
is-
way to get it.
Yeah, there's no reason for Lifecoach to play anything
Yep,
right now.
hands off the keyboard, Mr. Lifecoach. Don't touch a thing, and you might just win this game.
But wait a second. Can you even kill this guy?
Hey, he's got -2 armor with duel.
So this will do 10 damage with a call or duel.
Oh, no.
I think that's just game. And he knows that, so he has to assume that Swim does not have Bolt. But he's going to be sadly mistaken. This is going to be a double duel in all likelihood. There it is. He's getting rid of the lock just in case he's able to survive another turn. But as we know,
Mathematics.
not to be. I mean, this is a routed. You might as well. This is actually the dream.
Got him.
Not the ultimate dream, but close to it.
Wow.
Very close. That is an unbelievable routed.
Yes. Got to run over him right before they killed him.
Yes.
Well,
But Swim will be very happy with that.
Math wins again.
And the bolt shall come out, and game 1 will go to Swim.
Woohoo!
All right, direct, right on 10 mana, too. Right on curve.
Very lucky, but very nicely played by Swim. Having that double dogs, putting in that damage.
Yeah, he turned that lane around really fast. That TP actually did not work out very well for Lifecoach.
Yeah. And it seemed like it would, because as you remember, every single tower had like, what, 10 HP in the end? He was completely winning that entire series. And then Swim, through patience and trust, pulls out a victory in that mono blue.
How is this upside? Is this?
It
how
is
it back,
upside
like,
down.
As in this?
No, as in someone put it on you backwards. It's supposed to tilt. You see how it tilts up right there? Why don't you ever listen?
Yeah. Oh, look, you messed it up.
I didn't mess it up. You got to take it off and put it back on again, but flip it
This
around.
doesn't have great contrast. It kind of blends in with the shirt, doesn't it?
I mean, it is very green. I'm not sure. I don't see a lot of green bow ties. Here we go. Welcome back into the game. Swim vs. Lifecoach round 2. Hopefully we get to see a best of 3 on this streamer showdown. If this was Fortnite, I don't even know who the streamers would be because I don't watch that game. Ninja and some other piece of garbage?
What does that even mean?
I'm saying Swim's the equivalent to Artifact's Ninja. He's about as hype as it gets. Up against, I don't know, who's the popular streamers?
You. Very
Yeah,
popular.
it's like Ninja versus me. It's very
You're
good.
a giant in your field.
Jeez, what's wrong with you?
Swim is playing the ramp. Lifecoach playing the same deck that we just witnessed. Swim does have the early stars align and Selemane's favor. This could be pretty dirty, but has no late game cards yet.
Not yet, but when you start off the game at level 4 and you got a Salamene and a Stars Align, that's looking pretty nice.
I mean, we've kind of mentioned this before, but the fact that Swim only runs 1 bolt, yet seems to find it every single game.
It's very interesting.
It is interesting. Of course, now he's not playing that deck, but for those of you who don't know, this is kind of a conquest type format where if you win with a deck, you can't play it again in that series. And you bring 2 decks. That's called a best of 3.
Thank you, SUNSfan.
Thank you, Sir Action Slacks.
Wow. It's always an honor to cast with a man of such pedigree. Like some kind
Sounds
of
like you're talking about dog. Or
like some kind of disgusting breed of dog.
well, we finally see the Ion Shell picked up by
no.
Swim. That is what I've been waiting for so long. Still no late game. Selemane's favor will in all likelihood come out here. But if he did have a Time of Triumph or the Emissary, then a Selemane's favor into this lane with a Stars Align to follow would be quite possibly GG. That would have been disgusting.
Bruh! He could use that Iron Shell in lane 2.
Whoa!
I don't know why he
All
did
right.
that. He could have killed Ogre Magi in lane 2.
Let's see, Ogre Magi, that is true. He could, maybe he doesn't care about him dying right now.
He doesn't care. He's going to Ion Shell that creep.
That is something to consider as well when you're playing against some blue heroes, especially when it's only 2 to work with. Having them die on mana 4 is actually not great, because then they can redeploy with Annihilation in hand and pick whatever lane they want to go to. If you kill them next turn, that's way better.
And I guess you don't really need a retaliation on Axe. He's going to kill pretty much anything that gets in his way, no matter what.
That's right.
Okay, whoa. Early
right.
duel does not like that creep. Goodbye.
Indeed. Don't want that to snowball out of control, so it makes a lot of sense.
So you put Selemane's favor in lane 1, right? Oh, okay.
Well, he had already cast stuff.
Right.
He had 0 mana left,
Right.
my friend. because this was played, remember?
That's right.
That's right.
Why don't you cast Salamania's favor?
Oh, the arrow!
Holy Wally, they're working together.
Oh, boy. And Lifecoach, nothing to be done, has only
Swim
high-end cards right now.
Very upset by that. He hates it. He hates
it so much. Like, why does this happen to me?
Why is he so angry?
I don't know. He probably just took the wrong monster drink out of his fridge.
So I'm going to guess that maybe he wanted to play Salamania's favor and accidentally put that down, but I've never seen a man so angry about a young boy getting a cheeseburger for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, especially Swim. I know he loves that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Well, double creeps and axe will likely go to the first lane for Lifecoach. We're still waiting on Swim to get some big cards, though.
Yeah.
Salamania's in the Stars line still will produce quite a bit of destruction if the right cards are drawn. Picks up a Blink Dagger in the meantime, though. Blink Dagger on Darkseer is so fun, by the way. You surge people, you blink to other lanes, you surge them.
You can only surge once per time.
That's true, until the refresher item comes out at some point.
Oh, boy.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, it's a Dota item.
For 30 gold, you can refresh the entire lane.
Oh, Lord.
Very strong.
30 gold, that's quite expensive for such a weak ability.
What are you talking
Double
about?
Ravage.
Double Surge.
Boy, 30 gold. I definitely would take that over a Thunderhide pack any day of the week. Right, what do we have here? TP Scroll onto Kana. She wants to get the hell out of here.
Oh, man, that creep doing some real
We got Emissary. So you're going to have to sell a Mayonnaise first into another lane and then Stars Align afterwards, and that's what we're going to see.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
And the fact that Darkseer's in this lane, you brought this up the other game, can surge it away if he wants at any point. I think he'll probably leave it there, though.
Control of the situation.
Stay strong, hamburger boy.
Boy, this creep is super buff. 2 armor, 3 retaliate.
He's crazy.
Will actually trade with the cheeseburger man very easily over 2 turns.
All right, here comes the quorum. I think Lifecoach absolutely knows that this is coming, but he just doesn't have anything to really deal with it. He could at any cost, though.
Yeah, but Swim is worried about duel right now and at any cost.
Yeah, I don't think he can put it down. If he starts a line, he's just going to die.
Yeah. He might just blink away, it seems.
Bye.
This is an interesting play. This will allow him to go to the last lane. And actually, Lifecoach passes.
The bait out.
So
he could just have done that to... Oh, he baits him.
Oh, and here comes at any cost, most likely.
Shit, he baited the hell out of him, dude.
Ooh, this would be really bad. And Swim knows that he just got pwned. That's an old school term for you youngsters out there. It means owned.
Wow. Why?
But you add a P at the beginning.
Because it's a power own.
I never thought of that, actually.
That's what it means.
That's probably true.
Wow. Swim just got played hard by Mr. Lifecoach.
Yeah, that was sick.
Very cool.
That was sick.
Very nice.
Very sick.
Very good.
All right. So that was kind of a taste of Swim's own medicine because he's a real fan of faking people out.
Oh, yeah, man.
Lifecoach. Nice job there. I don't know what else to say. I was going to say gives him a taste of his own medicine, but I literally just said that.
Lifecoach, Swim getting a taste of his own medicine, and Lifecoach giving him a taste of his own medicine. An incredible dialogue by my co-casters. Wow. You can follow him on SunsFan at SunsFan TV.
SunsFan at SunsFan TV. Very good.
Very good. Shoot him an email. Here we go. Big decision time for these boys, apparently, as they decide where to go. What are they thinking about so much? Well, you don't really want to put Bristleback in front of that axe. Yeah, you got to figure out where you're putting your Kana.
You don't want to put Bristleback in front of the axe?
I don't think so,
Sounds
buddy.
Okay.
Why? You kill axe?
No, Lifecoach with no Annihilation in hand right now, so he's hoping to draw that at some point.
I mean, he's got to know that that axe has probably got, you know, something, maybe a Time of Triumph behind him.
Well, that was kind of the unlucky thing for Swim is that he only got Emissary and not Time of Triumph.
Oh, and he's drawing those Ion Shells, baby.
Emissary in this lineup is not great because of, you know, the Annihilations, right?
Yeah. So many Ion Shells this time. The Reckoning, it's finally come.
It finally comes back.
The Reckoning.
This is the reason most people do not play Darkseer. I'm not talking crap, by the way. I actually have grown to love Darkseer in the draft format. I have yet to see him really be played at all in Constructed, literally ever, I think. So I really want this to work. But this card really holds him back.
As I said before, Every single time that you draw one of those, your chances to win go down 30%. You draw all 3, you're down 90%.
Right. 90%.
90%.
Now, we did talk about this possibility, and I want to see this 100%. Ion Shell on LC is actually quite strong.
That is
the
right.
The reason for that is 2 Retaliate. You want to explain this?
2 Retaliate stacks with 2 more, with 3 Retaliate.
That's right.
That's 5 Retaliate on top of 8 damage. That's
right.
a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
However, they got to be hitting there, though. It ain't just normal damage. Don't really help with towers unless...
That's what these are for, my friend, right? Duels.
That's right. Unless the tower does have Burning Oil. Deals damage to the hero, then it gets retaliated by 8.
That's... Wait, what?
That is not true, by the way. That was just a little joke.
Fake facts.
Fake facts. Towers have retaliation if they have Burning Oil. Look it up.
Well, that's true. That is retaliate.
What?
Technically, to retaliate, Burning Oil.
Yeah, but what if the tower got retaliated on because technically the tower attacked you?
No, terrible.
Think about it.
Did you know that retaliate works through siege? If you have Time of Triumph,
Yeah.
not that it does anything in this case, and you're hitting a creep with siege, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're dealing damage to the tower, and the Burning Oil or whatever the case may be does proc on that.
What?
Interesting, right? So forget about that. Forget about, like, just do siege, not Time of Triumph.
Sure.
That's a bad example.
Sure, sure.
You have Thunderhide Pack.
Oh,
Hitting a
well,
creep?
of course.
What do you mean, of course?
What?
I found that interesting.
You're stupid.
Okay.
The description says whatever deals damage to the tower.
The description says. So instead of putting this on LC, which is kind of the dream that I've wanted to see, he's going to put it on the creep, which obviously takes care of 2 right off the bat. The fact that it's next to Treant Protector, as we've seen before, he's actually surrounded by Ion Shells right now.
That's right.
An old Dota 2 strategy when they used to stack back in the day.
Indeed.
So that's it's actually a pretty good counter to Kana, it seems.
That's right. You know, you just pray that Treant Protector never dies, and your giant beefed up heroes, your creeps, live forever. And today, looks like that's exactly what's going to happen.
This duel will be punished, though.
You think so?
Well, if he chooses to, he is actually wanting to die here.
He wants to die, SUNSfan.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Kana has been eliminated from lane. Could have been saved. Could have chugged that. Boom!
Okay, he wanted to save for initiative here to get that call off.
Oh, and it insta hits that button. Holy shit. That was
pretty fast.
That was some furious clicking right there.
Both of these guys are actually above 1 minute. This is probably the only time you'll ever see that in competitive Artifact.
Sure.
For these 2 specific players, of course.
And now the time has come. We do have Darkseer going potentially into that first lane. We could see him go into that second lane and just draw up the Quorum. What do you think is going to happen here?
His hand has not been great.
Yeah.
Despite getting the potential, kind of early high roll to some degree, you really want the Time of Triumphs more than the Emissaries in a lot of cases. Emissary in this first lane, if you get the stars aligned, does seem amazing. He's actually going to be putting 2 heroes here for Lifecoach.
That's
He wants to
crazy.
finish this tower. I can understand that.
I mean, lane 3 doesn't look like it's unsalvageable, though. Very interesting.
It doesn't look great, though. I mean, the fact that you haven't done any damage to Tower 3, I think Tower 1 is what you want to go for. The only weird thing about it for me is that he just didn't heal Kana, and the only reason he didn't do that is because of initiative.
Huh.
Right?
And he changes his mind. He's going to put that blue hero into the lane 3. See if he can salvage it. He does have Dimensional Portal, Prey on the Weak. A couple ways to fix that up there.
If he draws Annihilate, that's what he really wants, though, right? Is the Annihilation.
Yeah, he needs it.
He's due to draw it here. He can feel it in his bones deep down inside. And his bones are wrong. He's getting old. I understand that osteoporosis strikes again.
It hurts. So
this is the beauty, though, of having Darkseer in this lane. You have 3 heroes. You're looking at it now. You're like, okay, maybe I've overcommitted just a tad, but hey, I have a blink on Darkseer. I can send somebody else out with a surge.
ain't that great, though. I mean, you got 2 targets. You got a Treant Protector with 2 HP, so that seems a little risky. I guess you do have a Traveler's Cloak.
What if you could surge yourself?
Oh, man.
Gracious. Surge and then blink. The mind games.
I'm back.
I believe Spring the Trap will likely be played here. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, the Stonehall Elite makes a lot of... Oh, I forgot about the Retaliate. Man, Ion Shell strikes again.
Really powerful.
But they both will die.
Such a good card.
That's a modified effect for those creeps. That means they will not respond with that effect because, believe it or not, guys, melee creeps that spawn every round are not actually actually the same creeps that die. They might be related. I'm not sure how that works in the lore exactly.
So why you just brought up something that didn't exist and then explained why it didn't happen. Now, some of you might not know, when the dog dies, it's not the same dog. No shit. What the hell are you talking about?
Calm down, Slacks.
I'm pissed. You've infuriated me today.
It's those dumplings again, I think.
Those damn dumplings. All right, here we go.
You still have this last Ion Shell. Will he play it?
Will he play the last Ion Shell?
Why would you not? That's what I don't get. Why not just play it on this LC? It just feels so good.
He hates her. He wants her to die.
She has enough to kill Bristleback. She'll die.
What?
Maybe not anymore.
This is kind of risky, though, isn't it? I mean,
well, Swim doesn't want this tower anymore, right?
Sure, but
another Ion Shell. Wow.
I mean,
all three have been used on. That shows the power, and that actually shows how much Swim respects this card. He puts all of them on creeps, literally every single one. Why have you done this? Swim.
All right, he's just out of here, right? He's just gonna blink out.
This is Swim's way of saying, Valve, please buff this card.
Well, maybe don't put them all on creeps. All right, I'm not a doctor.
I ain't no doctor.
But what's happening? Okay, so we're gonna stay in this lane for right now.
Okay.
If this guy had Berserker Skull, he has
Time of Triumph.
All right.
So he finally drew it. I didn't even notice. Still has the two emissaries just sitting in his hand for now. Spring the Trap will be the play for Lifecoach on the opposing lane.
Trap sprung.
So Swim, he wants Tower 2 and Tower 3. He's pretty much made up his decision. I don't think there's any going back now. Here comes the duel to follow, though.
Is that it?
Oh, it's not. He doesn't even have a tower yet.
Is that it, dude?
I mean, he's going to get this tower. So that's going to be Swim's first tower.
It looks like it's it.
Lifecoach will get Tower 1 in the following turn, most likely. Not 100%, though, depending on creep spawns and whatnot.
Think that might be it.
But you know who you remind me of?
What?
You remind me of Peter from Family Guy.
You know what you remind me of?
I don't want to know.
All of my regrets in my life put into one nightmarish thing.
So Meg.
You know the lore of Bane? He's born from the nightmares of Niktasha. You're born from everything wrong with anyone that is a gamer.
That's very mean.
Spawned from all of our sins.
That's very mean.
Not good. I hope it hurt you.
Well, we have the blink out from Bristleback into lane 1, so Swim not giving up on lane 1 quite yet.
Yowza!
Putting a lot of pressure on. I mean, he's not really going to take Tower 1 by any means, but he can try to block as much damage as possible. Does have 2 emissaries, so it doesn't really need both in the same lane necessarily. We'll see what transpires here, though.
Yep. Looking pretty good in this first lane for Lifecoach, but time is running out here.
That's 3 heroes in the first lane.
This
is because he's expecting, Swim's expecting Annihilation in mid, but of course, as we can see, Lifecoach has yet to even draw one yet.
That's very sad. And the
okay. There we go.
Party time. So Swim dropped the Quorum here? Is that the play? I mean, Time of Triumph for sure for Lifecoach, right? Or does he want to spring another trap?
No, I think Time of Triumph for sure. It's going to do 8 damage to the opposing tower. You will get it next turn. And with the Annihilation here, this is the beauty of Darkseer, though. Darkseer is going to have a huge turn next time around, my friend.
What is that?
You can surge the Bristleback to mid because it's already going to get annihilated. It's going to be empty. And then Darkseer just blinks along with him. And he can play Emissary in that lane.
Play Emissary now.
You could have, yeah. That's true.
But he decides not to. He had 2 emissaries.
Also could technically gone to the 3rd lane to play Emissary and just buffed up those creeps. We're going to see a duel. So Initiative was on the side of Swim, and that is a ton of damage. In fact,
that is game.
That is game.
But why did he look?
Sorry, what?
Surely he knew that was coming.
Surely.
Surely Lifecoach knew, but maybe it just got away from him. And there we are. After your long, just generally worthless explanation before we can even talk about the duel is used, and the game is over. So Swim is your champion, and Lifecoach goes back to vacation. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Let's head on back to the panel.